So what is Stargate? You'll find out right after this. Hey everybody, I am Taylor and I am the Stargate Guy, where I talk to you about anything Stargate. So what is Stargate anyway? Well, Stargate is a science fiction franchise that got started from the movie of the same name, which came out in 1994, starring Kurt Russell. And it has a very basic story. The basic premise is that there was a device called a Stargate dug up in Egypt in the early 20th century. And the US military acquired this piece of ancient alien technology, and they were experimenting with it in a secret facility in the bottom of Cheyenne Mountain underneath NORAD. Well, the US military found out that this Stargate can provide almost instantaneous travel from one planet to another. And so they sent a special team, starring Kurt Russell, to go through the Stargate to a planet and to see what the situation is. Now, on that planet, Kurt Russell and his team found out a couple different things. One, that the galaxy is full of humans. Two, that there's an alien species called the Goa'uld who like subjugating those humans and using them as a labor force. And three, that those aliens like posing as ancient gods, such as Ra, Apophis, Hathor, Yu, all sorts of different things. So in the movie, Kurt Russell blows some stuff up. They have a party. It all works out great. Now, a few years later, in 1996 and 97, two gentlemen went to MGM Studios and pitched an idea for a Stargate TV show. Those two men are Brad Wright and Jonathan Glassner. And they became the co-executive producers of the TV show Stargate SG1, starring Richard Dean Anderson. And that carried on the story, saying that the facility underneath NORAD in Cheyenne Mountain continued to run a Stargate program. And Richard Dean Anderson is the star of a team called SG1 that travels through that gate in order to liberate fellow humans from the oppressive rule of these aliens, as well as to find technology that would aid Earth's defense and fight in case of an extraterrestrial encounter with these Goa'uld or other unforeseen aggressors. Now, this show is packed with three things. One, good science. This show really tries to get it so that the science is actually good and it is relatable and understandable for the audience to know. So you can actually learn a few things about particle physics while you're at it.
Look, I know I should know this by now, and I swear it'll be the last time I ask. But these wormholes we go through, they're not always there, right?
No, sir. They can only form between two open gates.
What's with the worm part? The worm thing, I don't get that.
That's just a metaphor.
All right, I knew that.
Imagine the galaxy is an apple. We burrow our way through the apple like a worm, crossing from one side to the other, instead of going around the outside.
Okay.
Now, of course, the diameter of the apple is just a two-dimensional representation of space-time, and, well, the hole isn't really a hole per se, but an interdimensional conduit. Colonel?
Okay. I'll be all right.
Two, good history. Since the enemy is basically posing as the ancient gods of the human race, there's some good basic archaeology and history information in there. Granted, they twist that around a little bit to make a good story for the show, but it's still a nice little brush up.
Dr. Jackson? What is it? What is it?
It's the mask fragment that I was collecting from
Sorry, could you slow down?
The mask fragment I collected from B3X298. It was carbonated to match the pre-dynastic period of Egypt here on Earth.
And what is it? Could you get a close shot of this? What is the significance of that?
It's fascinating.
Okay, you can back up. Back up. That's it? It's fascinating? Why were we running?
Oh, I just wanted to see if you'd chase me.
And three, good action. There is a lot of action in the Stargate franchise. There's a lot of shooting, there's a lot of explosions, there's a lot of space battles, there is a lot of action. So those three things together made Stargate SG1 a very successful show that ran for 10 seasons from 1997 to 2007, and which caused several spin-offs, including an animated show, Stargate Infinity, from 2002 to 2003, Stargate Atlantis, which ran from 2004 to 2009, and which actually took place in another galaxy, and which played with the idea of the lost city of Atlantis and a completely different set of bad guys and explosions and technology, and it's a cool show. And Stargate Universe, which ran from 2009 to 2011. Overall, you have 19 seasons spread over 4 different shows, plus several straight-to-DVD movies and the original movie to boot. Plus a new show is coming out, made available on the internet, Stargate Origins, which is a prequel series, set to release late 2017. All in all, the Stargate franchise is a great family-friendly franchise. This franchise comprises of science, action, and a little bit of history sprinkled in. And if you don't like one show, you can always go to another show, or another show, or another show, or soon to be another show, or a movie, or, well, you get the idea. There's a lot of Stargate to go around. Let me know how you found out about the Stargate Guy and Stargate in general in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, because every week I talk to you about everything Stargate. And you can also check out these videos right here for some more Stargate action. And until next time, I'll see you on the other side.